महागणपतिं मनसा स्मरामि महादेवमुदं शिरसा नमामि महागणपतिं मनसा स्मरामि. Dhritarashtra uvacha. This is how the Bhagavad Gita begins. The context is presented in the first chapter of the Gita. It opens with a question on the part of Dhritarashtra. Dhritarashtra, Duryodhana's blind father, sitting in his palace. Duryodhana has become the king, wearing the crown. He is an usurper. Dhritarashtra, his father, wants Duryodhana to be the king. At the same time, he wants there should be no war. He doesn't want a war. He wants to avoid war. His hope is Dharmaputra, the eldest of the 5 princes, the rightful heir to the throne, Dharmaputra, because of his commitment to Dharma, would walk away, not interested in the kingdom, at the destruction of all the people. What is the use of gaining the kingdom? Thinking on these lines, perhaps he would walk away. My Duryodhana, without a shot, would continue to be the king. There would be no death. Because he knew if the Pandavas fight, Duryodhana has no chance to escape. He knew. But he had some hope. Bhishma was on the side of Duryodhana and Drona also. These 2 people gave him hope. The Bhishma, Drona are very important. If they were not there with Duryodhana, there would have been no war. And so, invincible Bhishma, highly armed Drona, all missiles, mantra-powered missiles. He had too many of them, one too many really. And so, with these 2 people, there is no chance for the Pandavas to win. But inside there was fear. Bhima is there, Arjuna is there. So there is a fear. So naturally anxious as he was, he asked his minister, a personal assistant also, kind of a personal advisor like, whose name was Sanjaya, a good person. And Sanjaya was given the power of this audio-visual power. Means what happens far away, he could see and hear both. He had this audio-visual ability. And therefore, there is no place was remote for him. And he could hear, he could see. Because he was given this extraordinary power by Vyasa. So Sanjaya is well equipped now to give ball-to-ball commentary. And so he has, I can give him a commentary. Dhritarashtra uvacha. Dhritam rashtram yena. Dhritarashtraha. Rashtra is the kingdom. A kingdom, an empire, was sustained by whom? That person is called Dhritarashtra. He had a name, but he didn't have the kingdom. Because he was blind, therefore it was not given to him, but still he was the eldest. Therefore the respect was total. He was really the king. His words were final. And that's why, Dhritarashtra was to blame a lot. He didn't give that word. If he had told, no fight Duryodhana, give the kingdom back, Bhishma would go with Dhritarashtra, waiting for such a statement. And everybody else. And Drona, we don't know. Bhishma goes, that's enough. Drona, wherever power is, money is, he will go. And that's why, really a Dardra Brahmana. But Bhishma will go by word. And naturally, then there can't be any war. Dhritarashtra was the kingpin of this. He was the real villain. Dhritarashtra is lying there, Maharaja, on a lazy boy, otherwise in India called the easy chair. Understand? In India it is easy chair, here it is called lazy boy. And on this lazy old man, he is lying, okay? Because he's not a lazy boy, he's a lazy old man, okay? And lying down there, talking to Sanjaya, Dhritarashtra uvacha. And he asked this question, Dharmakshetre Kurukshetre Yutsavaha Samavetaha Madiyaha Mamakaha Panduputraha, some Panduputras, Madiyaha Panduputraha Kim akurvata ye Sanjaya? Kya kiya? What did they do? Hey Sanjaya, please tell me. He knows. Yutsavaha samavetaha. So they are desirous of fight to settle issues. Yutsavaha. Desirous of fight. They are samavedam praptaha. They have assembled. Assembled where? Kurukshetra. In a place called Kurukshetra near Delhi. Delhi was always a place of fight. So near Delhi, this is little away from Delhi called Kurukshetra, where there is a huge lake. So I can accept Kurukshetra was really a battlefield. Plain acres and acres and acres of land, so that you can fight all the armies. It's not in a mountain terrain or something, plain open land. And then huge lake is there. So that's necessary for all the horses and the elephants. So they had cavalry, and they had camelry, and they had this elephantry also. So the rathas, horses are there, and on horses, and the horses that draw the chariots. So these horses were there, elephants were there, and therefore that's why it's a Ratha Gaja Turaga Padadi. Infantry was there. All these were there. This is the army, all of them. So it required a lot of water. So huge lake is there. Even today, Kurukshetra, you can go and see. Very interesting. They will say this is Arjuna's place, that is it. Pandas are there. And therefore, so this is a place really to see. I love this place to see. So I wanted to go and see, and I saw the place. It's really something. Kurukshetra. And where is this Kurukshetra? Dharma Kshetre, Kurukshetre. Dharma Kshetra. Dharma Pradhana Kshetre, Kurukshetre. Whole India can be taken as Dharma Kshetra. Dharma Pradhana Kshetra, where Dharma is very important. Everything else comes under Dharma, subserves Dharma. So where the Dharma is always upheld. So Dharma Pradhane Kshetre, in this Punya Bhumi called Bharat, and Dharma Kshetre, Kurukshetre, place called Kurukshetra. And in the Kurukshetra, the capital of the Kurus perhaps at one time, and therefore it is called Kurukshetra. So Kurukshetre, these people have come to fight against each other. Who are those people? He says, look at the word, Pandavaha, Pandu's sons, Pandavaha. They look upon, these Pandu's sons look upon him as father. Now, because he is the older, their own means uncle is like father only. And he is older also, older to their own father. Therefore, more revered. And so this, but he doesn't say that, Pandu's sons. And then who else? My own sons. Mamakaha. See, Mamaka is not my sons. Mamaka is Madiya, my own people. Look at this. My own people, my sons are different. My sons and Pandu's sons are okay. You can say that. But he says, my people and Pandu's sons. Very interesting, So my people should include Pandu's sons. Fight starts here. All conflicts start. This is the Kurukshetra. And this is the Dharma Kshetra also. Dharma Pradhana Kshetra. Why? Because the human body itself is a Dharma Kshetra. Because of some punya, special punya alone, this body one gains, and therefore this is Dharma Kshetra, where you can gather a lot of punya, and therefore Dharma Kshetra is called Adhikari Sharira. You can gain all the Purusharthas, you can gain all the way, you can go and gain the ultimate called moksha. In this Sharira alone. This is Rolls Royce, I tell you. Among all the Shariras available, various bodies available on this earth, from a sloth and snail onwards, so this human body is the one special, it's all custom made for this purpose. For purpose of what? For minimum dharma and ultimate moksha. In no other body you can get that. Dharma also you cannot get. Punya you cannot get because a horse or a donkey or a buffalo or a frog, no animal can get punya. Why? There is no choice. No punya, no papa also. One fellow told me, if that is so, Swamiji, next janma I should be born as a frog. Then what will happen? If I become a frog, there will be no punya, no papa, I will get moksha after living a froggy life. Wait. Because there is sanchita karma. There is an accumulated old account which has got combinations for every type of body. Everybody has got combinations of karma, and for the body of an octopus, that karma must be a lot of dangling karma it is. And naturally, so the body of an octopus, all these funny looking animal bodies, you have got aquatic animals are there, and for all these bodies you have got combination of karma. You require a combination. It is not just one single karma, because you have a life, and the life means different experiences. You require to have different types of karma, and therefore those different types of karma give you a particular body at a given time and place. It's all very important. To be born as a cow, among the animals, cow janma is a great janma. Cow janma is a great janma, but not in this country. Because of Papa you are born here. In the cow also, if there is little punya, you will be born in India. And little more punya, born in Gujarat. Really? Gujarat alone there is no cow slaughter. And therefore, so they have got all these special places for protection of cows. To be born in Gujarat for a cow is definitely punya. There is some punya extra. It is true. There must be some punya to be born there. So, udhar bhi aage piche hota hai. Among the animals also, there is aage piche. Certain dogs are born in the streets to become the targets of every practicing urchins, practicing urchins, and so they go on hitting with the stones and all. But then there are dogs who are never even, they don't even say it, he. He likes only that kind of food. He doesn't like all this, And where does he travel? He is in the back seat of a huge car. And this man has to sit in the front seat. Rather, he occupies the whole back seat. You must have some punya, understand? There again, dogs with some punya. Then is some pet. There's a lot of pet, and it's got a shirt also. It has got this protected. There's a morning vitamins are there. Evening walk is there. Constitutional walk, because it doesn't walk otherwise. It is there at home. Naturally, it has to be taken for a walk. It has to be taken for a walk. And it is, you hold the leash, and then it is on the leash, and you take the dog. After a few days, dog goes first. You are on the leash, and then you are led by the dog. I get doubt always. When I look at this dog walking first, and then even if he doesn't want to have a walk, it comes and pulls him. Come. And he has to go. And he has to go, and he follows the dog. Sometimes we don't know who owns whom. Who is the master of whom? Must be a little punya, extra punyam. Dog life, but still there is something different. Well, so that's different combinations of punya papa. All that you have to understand. Punya papa. For every type of sharira, you have, everybody has. Every frog has combinations of karma, and therefore, so there is no chance to escape, from this samsara. So unless all the sanchita karma are exhausted. They cannot be exhausted either, because they are countless. Why countless? Beginningless jiva. Jiva has no beginning, and therefore every time you have a body like a human body, where you enjoy free will, you will have punya and papa. We will discuss that later. And therefore, so you gather anadi, even one sharira you have, human sharira equivalent to human sharira, anywhere in the universe, you have one sharira. In one cycle of creation, which runs to billions of years, and one cycle of creation, you got one human body or equivalent to a human body, you will have infinite karmas, countless karmas. Why? Because it's a cycle. The creation itself is a cycle. One cycle means no beginning. And therefore, you have all combinations of karma for all types of bodies. You have to imagine what kind of karma will give me a life of an octopus. You imagine, okay? What kind of karma, what I might have done, which would give me an octopus life. It's not a very bad karma or anything, some kind of karma, some funny karma you have. Therefore, octopus life, for which you should study the octopus and how does it act, how does it live. Then all that you should know, then you can very easily trace in yourself certain traits which make you do certain things. Therefore, suppose you like certain things, and then that will take you to octopus, understand? I don't know, whatever. So this is too much, it's too complex, gahana karmano gati. Even the Gita tells it is too complex, don't too much look into it. It is too much, but then gahan, it is there. Therefore, you have got to gather some punya, especially everybody has all these combinations of karma, and therefore you must have some special punya to get this body, because everything else is in wait, they are all waiting. All these karmas are clamoring, me, 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 me. But then one set of karmas alone, they come forward, they precipitate in this cauldron of karma, and then they come to the front surface and order for a body. Born is a human baby. Wonderful. Jantunam narajanma durlabham. So it is the narajanma. The human body is such a great blessing, it is rare. In fact, nobody looks at it as a blessing. But really it is a blessing. Human body itself is a blessing. You don't require anything else. That you have a human body itself is a blessing. That you are still sane is another blessing. At least people think that you are sane is a blessing. That's what I mean. That is what I mean. I don't mean anything else. And therefore, so that people still think you are sane is a blessing. You have this great opportunity. So it is a dharma kshetra, dharma pradana kshetra, punya kshetra. Dharma you can create. Dharma means punya you can create. Therefore, the dharma kshetra. And then through dharma, you can gain the knowledge, dharma mega. You can gain the knowledge, supreme knowledge, final knowledge, knowledge of the ultimate. Means the one, knowledge of the one that is Brahman, you can gain this knowledge. And therefore, it is dharma kshetra. Kshetra is the body, where you can discover this. Therefore, asmin dharma kshetre, Kurukshetre, samavedam praptaha, yutsavaha, mamakaha, then pandavaha iti. And therefore, one group of fellows belonging to the ahankara, the other group of fellows belonging to some samskaras, so good samskaras. Therefore, between these two fellows, so people who are leaning towards dharma and the people who are, people who are leaning towards adharma, people who are leaning towards dharma. The adharma people seem to be very powerful. Dharma people are very few. But then they have got the grace of the Lord Krishna. Okay? So with this, what happened to them? Fighting. Fight starts here, is what I say. Don't reduce everything to this kind of interpretation. But fight starts here. Anything is available for subjective interpretation. Because all fights, all conflicts start here. Because Dhritarashtra thought they are different from us. This is a real what we call this Jnati's problem. This is a real problem of cousins and all that. So this is the problem. And some jealousy, some sibling problem, whatever it is, because he's a blind man. So you can understand all that. So why he was not able to do that? It's all because of denial. He was a blind person. Naturally, he was jealous of Pandu. Therefore, so he has got this problem. He has to settle account. Unless he settles accounts with Bhagavan, and he cannot settle account because he has to take revenge. He has to do something like this. That's what he did. That's what I say. The Mahabharata is a gold mine for psychology. The connections. There's a book there, we have to look into the book. One of you see that, the characters in Mahabharata and the background or something, that's the title I saw. And so that is a study, I'm sure it's a study for thesis, okay? It's all PhD, thesis study it is. So that means it's a good study it is. Mahabharata can give any number of PhD. Because there are a lot of things you can really do. The administration in Mahabharata, this administration about how you governance, the values of governance, and values, what are the value structure? Governance, so value structure. How do you govern a country, people, etc.? So that can be a good thesis. And different topics are available. So this is the conflict inside, and he asked this question, Mamakaha Pandavaha Kim Akurvata He Sanjaya? Sanjaya Uvacha. Sanjaya said, he says, Duryodhana, Raja, he says. Sanjaya had some commitment to dharma. And there is another dharma also, that he has to report properly to the king. That is his job duty, that he is doing. At the same time, he has got a love for dharma, and dharma is with Pandavas. Therefore, Sanjaya's heart seems to be with Pandavas. Seems to be with Pandavas. And Sanjaya tells that these are this Raja Vachanam Abravi. Acharyam Upasangamya Raja Vachanam Abravi. Duryodhana always had a small doubt about suspicion about Drona. Will Drona fight for me totally? Or he will fight only just a half-hearted fight? Because these people should be full-hearted. Otherwise, the right time, all the mantras do not transpire in the head. They don't bring out the missiles, all of them. Half-hearted, they cannot really win war. They wanted, Duryodhana wanted Drona to fight with all force, all guns firing. So that's how he should fight. So that, therefore, He always pampered him, always tried to keep him enthused, and therefore he goes first to him. He Acharya, he tells him, Acharya Mukusangamya, Raja Vachanam Abravit. The Raja is Duryodhana. He is not Raja. He teases Dhritarashtra, you are Raja. Duryodhana the Raja, Vachanam Abravit. Raja, usurper Raja. Raja Vachanam Abravit. Very, very interesting. Mahaganapatin Manasa Smarami Mahadeva Mudam Shirasa Namami Mahaganapatin Manasa Smarami.